Hi, this is Fred Amir, author of Rapid Recovery from Back and Neck Pain and Vanquish Stress. Today I want to tell you about the 3 biggest mistakes that delay recovery from back pain, neck pain, or if you have pain and numbness in different parts of your body that are caused by tension and aggravated by stress. If you're not familiar with the discovery that Dr. Sarno made at New York University and the Rapid Recovery Plan, please click below and watch the Rapid Recovery video collection for explanation for the steps to rapid recovery and tips how to supercharge it. So, over the past 28 years or so that I've been working with people and helping them recover rapidly, I've noticed there are 3 mistakes that delay recovery. Number 1 is fear of pain. You see, Dr. Sarno discovered that the pain is due to reduction of blood flow for most cases of back pain, neck pain, or pain and numbness in one's arms and hands or legs, as well as knee pain and foot pain. So most of these aches and pains, tingling feeling, pins and needles feelings, these are caused by reduction of blood flow. And that reduction does have an emotional factor, and that is when you have too much tension, you're really angry and upset about something, even at the deep level where you don't really feel the anger or rage as much, it can happen and reduction of blood flow happens, and that's what's causing the pain. Now, some of us know, maybe experienced it personally, that when you're afraid, there's a reduction of blood flow in your face, and you may turn pale. And very embarrassed, most people, there is an increase of blood flow to their face, and they turn red. So we already know some aspects of how emotions can affect blood flow, and to the great extent when it happens, it can cause pain and numbness and other sensations. So as horrible this pain is in your back, or that stiffness in your neck, or that numbness in your leg or arms and hands, is just reduction of blood flow. It's absolutely harmless. Before I knew this, with the pain and numbness in my legs, I was scared that I may become paralyzed someday. Here I was like 30 years old, I have 2 toddlers. How was I going to be able to play with them? How was I going to support my family? With pain and numbness in my arms and hands, was I ever going to go, lose the ability to even use them? So once I learned that there was nothing to fear, it was just reduction of blood flow, I said, you know what? Let me give it a try. Let me prove to myself that it is. So I sat down, and usually when I sat down for 10-15 minutes, the pain in my buttock would start to go bad, the sciatica would start happening, I get this really irritation of nerve going down my leg, and then if I didn't get up, back pain and would get really worse. So usually after 10-15 minutes, I either have to keep wiggling or to get up and just get out of that position, otherwise the pain would be intolerable. So when I learned that it's just reduction of blood flow, I said, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm not going to move. I sat down 10-15 minutes, the pain started and got worse, but I didn't get up. I set my mind, I'm not going to get up. And the pain went into my tailbone. Now, tailbone pain is excruciating. I mean, excruciating. Usually I would just get up, lie down, ice it, take medication for it. This time, it's just reduction of blood flow. I'm not getting up. After a while, the pain went into my knee. Now, all of a sudden, the pain in my buttock and irritation of the sciatic nerve was gone. That pain in my tailbone was gone, but my knee was hurting. I'm like, wow, this thing actually moves around. It's reduction of blood flow. And then I was having pain here. I never had pain in the front of my neck. I had pain in the back of my neck or my shoulder, but not here. So I realized the whole thing is just reduction of blood flow. And I managed to sit for an hour, hour and a half, no problem. What I had not been able to do for months happened just like that. We're talking rapid recovery. So not having that fear can help you recover quickly. But if you fear it mentally, so every time you think about something, already you decided it's going to hurt you, it's going to be painful, that's going to keep happening. And physically not doing things because you expect them to hurt And they do hurt. I mean, yes, it's very painful, but it's harmless again. But by not doing it, because of fear, it's going to keep being there. Number two, don't give in to the pain. Don't let the pain control you. You need to control the pain. What does that mean? I was working with a rabbi, and he read my book. I coached him. He made big progress. But there was one thing that's delaying his recovery. He was letting the pain control where he sat. He had this specific chair that he would sit in. And it's like, any other chair, he said, no, any other chair I sit in at home is going to hurt. He has a specific chair in his office, specific chair at home. And it said, as long as you let pain control your decision where to sit, pain is in control. So I worked with him, start to sit different chairs, different, on the sofa, on the bench, other places, step by step every day, a little bit here and there, and reward yourself for doing it. He did. And he got rid of that. So very important that you don't let pain control you, even in small ways. If you sit and pain starts, you go like, oh, okay. You start to wiggle, you're giving into the pain. You're letting pain control you. Don't let the pain control you. You need to control the pain. Mistake number three is focusing on it. What does that mean is that you start doing things just for the pain, hoping it'll go away faster. As long as you do that, you delay your recovery. For example, I have, and I mentioned this in my book, a friend named Harry. He had hurt himself shoveling snow in Chicago, and it continued on for a long time. As we spoke, he realized it was really tension. I put him on the 9-step recovery plan. He made great progress. He was playing basketball, doing stuff he didn't think he could ever do again. He was doing very well. And then guess what happened? He decided to do those back exercises he learned in physical therapy. He said, well, let me do some of those. That was called focusing on it. Pain came right back. So don't do anything specific for it. Even things that seem to be enjoyable, like swimming. If you swim to help your back pain or neck pain or whatever go away, you're focusing on it, and sometimes that can actually make the pain come back. Instead of focusing on it, focus on a beautiful, bright, active future, a pain-free, active future. That's why part of the rapid recovery plan is to have rapid recovery outcomes, exciting outcomes. Instead of thinking about how I'm going to do this so it'll help my back or my neck, think, okay, how am I going to be out there hiking, playing basketball, shopping, going back to work, playing with my kids, whatever makes you excited. I know going back to work may not be too exciting for some, but some people really like what they're doing. They're excited to be there, just to feel back to living a normal life. So having exciting goals, exciting dreams, that is very important. A lot of times when I talk to people about these things with my clients or with the audience in the seminar, they say, I haven't had anything to be excited about for a long time. They haven't been excited about anything for a long time. And that is one of the reasons that tension, stress, anger, it all builds up. It all builds up to the point where you start having tension, muscle pain, all of these things can happen. So very important to have a focus to a bright future instead of this pain right here. And I'm going to give you a little bonus here. I guess a bonus mistake or a mistake not to do is do not give up. Just don't give up. Don't settle. Don't go like, it's a little bit of pain, I'm okay. No, as long as you leave that door open, even a little bit, it's going to keep coming back and you're not going to get well. So do not give up. Constantly go at it until you're absolutely where you want to be. That's why it's so important to have clear goals. You know exactly where you're going and where you want to be physically in terms of your being pain-free and active. And don't give up until you get there. Sometimes you need to take a little break. Maybe you need to take a day off and rest. Maybe you need to take some medication just to take care of the pain at the beginning. Maybe you need to. If you do, it's okay. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. Give yourself those rewards we talk about in the Rapid Recovery Plan. But make sure you keep moving in the direction of being pain-free. And don't settle. Just think about it. If this pain is with you, these restrictions that come with the pain are with you for another 6 months, another year, another 10 years, how many things you'll be missing out? You don't want that, and I don't want that for you either. So get going with your recovery plan and avoid the mistakes we talked about. Don't fear the pain, don't let it control you, and don't focus on it, and don't give up, and live a beautiful, fantastic life. I'll see you in my next video.